If you open any social media platforms today, you will see success everywhere. People waking up in beautiful homes. You see the luxury cars. You see the screenshots of massive income. You see people talking about quitting their jobs, making money online, and creating a life most people dream about. After watching enough of this content, you start to feel like everyone else has it figured out except for you. This is exactly why this type of content is so powerful. It creates the desire of wanting more. It creates you to trust that person because you so desperately want what they have. My name is Shanna and I'm a certified fraud examiner. I focus on understanding fraud, deception, and the behaviors that influence the financial decisions. On this channel, we break down online scams, questionable business models, and the psychology behind why people even fall for these scams. Today, we're talking about fake success is the actual business model. Because everything is online, the appearance of success is what's going to draw people in and get them to invest in whatever you're selling. A person's image can attract attention. Attention can create an audience, and an audience can create their income. And when you're investing your money, understanding what's happening behind the scenes becomes really important. Success became something people can sell. The internet literally changed the way how people are building businesses. Someone can create a personal brand from their phone, they can connect with thousands or millions of people. The problem occurs when the image becomes more important than whatever they're actually selling. Social media is built around attention and looking a certain way. The content that gets the most attention is often the content that creates the strongest emotional reaction. Obviously, a luxury lifestyle and these success stories is what creates inspiration and the desire of the person wanting the same thing. These people coming online, they know what they're doing. They're using psychology and emotion to attract these people in. We're all human and we all want better opportunities. We want to be more financially secure. We want more time with our families. People are always desperately looking for ways to improve their situation, especially if they're miserable and they hate their life. When someone comes online and tells a story about struggling and finally finding success, this creates the emotion for others to want to do the same, and they're now relying on that person to do that for them. People are relating to the journey. They see pieces of themselves in that person or their success story. Maybe they're unhappy with their current job or they're just super stressed about money. Usually, scams are directed towards desperate people. People can see this fake success online and start thinking how they want their life to look like that person's life, and they see this as the opportunity. That emotion becomes stronger than the need to investigate or the need to look into something further because honestly, a lot of these people don't want to find something bad. They don't want to find something negative. And because we desperately want our lives to be like theirs, we're going to trust them. And that's how that person gains credibility because we see if they can do it, then I can do it too. And they are literally selling me the path how to get there. Perception influences the way we make decisions. As humans, we naturally look for signs that someone is trustworthy. And if we want our lives to look like theirs, we already gave them that credibility. We're going to do everything they say for our life to be like their life. When someone looks like they achieved the results you want, obviously your brain is going to start giving them more weight. This is why appearance matters so much online. A person does not have to explain everything if they can create a strong enough impression. A lot of times they don't even tell you any secrets at all because you have to buy their blueprint, they say. The lifestyle itself becomes a part of what they're selling, if not the entire part. A lot of times online, all you need to see is the car and the house, maybe the bags, the closet, and you are sold. Now, this person has your trust and you want to be like them, so you're going to do whatever they say. And if that's invest a bunch of money, buy thousands of dollars of coaching or courses, you're going to do that. But unfortunately, these are just pictures and just creating an image. A picture or a video only shows one side, and honestly, that might not even be their stuff. They could be at a friend's house. They could be renting the stuff just to do part of their business model and write it off as a business expense, and they might go home after a few hours. They're just there to shoot the content, to get customers, and you're believing it. The fake success business models are built around getting your attention. The first step is to get you interested. This is creating the content that is attracting people who want to better their life. They usually don't target people that already have a good life. They target people who want more money, more freedom, and then they start talking about how you can change your future and they're already relating to your circumstances. They create a message that makes you want more, but they don't tell you too much for free. Everything is behind their paywall, their blueprint, or whatever they're trying to sell you. They may talk about their past journey, how broke they used to be. They might even show you old pictures of how they used to look. And they also show you a personality because online, everyone likes a real person. We like to know that there's a real person behind the camera and we can relate our lives to theirs. They're basically just building a relationship with their audience. Over time, followers begin to feel like they actually know this person, even though they don't. This is the trust that they're trying to build, and then they offer to sell you something. Sometimes they do it so sneaky, you don't even know that they're doing it. It could be a course, a coaching program, a membership, and access to their community. Selling education or coaching can be completely legit when there's real value behind it. Unfortunately, a lot of people online do not have the credentials and it is not that legit, and the certificate or whatever you may get from it doesn't hold any weight. The problem is people are deciding to buy based off of the lifestyle you see online. It's hard for people to even notice that this is happening sometimes because naturally we just get so excited about the opportunity that we just focus on that and the chances of something happening good for us. And we don't really think about the negative things, or we just don't want to face the negative things because the thought of us being stuck in this same measurable reality is too much to even bear. So, the excitement for the new opportunity and the chance to build us a new life overpowers any other type of emotion or rational thinking. And this happens in many areas of fraud, not just online. People usually just remember the promise that's being made towards them and they're not really looking into it, or they don't want to look into it because they're scared of something negative and they just don't even want to face that truth. They're just hoping whatever works for this person can also work for me. I know it worked for them because look, here's all the proof. Here's all the pictures. Here's all the video. This is their real life. People need to spend more time researching the actual business structure, because if the business structure is just putting on a false reality of money and you're buying into a life of money and freedom, that is a fraud business. It could be considered business opportunity fraud, which is against the FTC regulations. But again, it just depends on the circumstances. But this can be a real fraud scheme. This is how you know something is a legit business. If they have the product clearly laid out, you're not rushed to buy it, they have customers, and they have good and bad, some bad reviews. Not every single business is going to have 5 stars. Every business I've had a problem with, if you look them up on Google or anywhere online and they have like 2,000 reviews and they're all 5 stars, don't take that seriously. They're probably manipulating into people leaving them 5 stars. Some businesses will do this before they even leave your house, or if they're still on the call with you or whatever the situation is, they will ask you directly, please leave me 5 stars. They might even give you a QR code to scan right onto Google so you can leave them 5 stars, and they don't get off the call or leave your house or whatever until they get that review. So you have to be very careful with all good reviews online. Obviously look into the company, but make sure there's a few bad ones. They shouldn't have thousands and thousands and thousands of 5 stars because everyone has different opinions. One service and one product is not going to be completely perfect for everyone. It's just not. Obviously, they shouldn't have all bad reviews or they shouldn't even have half bad reviews. I'm not saying that. But you should be able to get someone's real opinion. If there's not any bad reviews online, then it's not anyone's real opinion. Because no matter what, someone's going to have something negative to say. Somebody. But some people aren't even going this far to even look up the business, or maybe they're just looking up reviews on one site, which can be skewed. So, obviously, look on different websites and try to find out more about the business and what actual customers are saying, which is one of the problems with social media because a lot of these MLMs or the resale courses, they have a bunch of people behind it. So a lot of the reviews you see are going to be good because it's people involved with the business. So it can be hard to find actual reviews. And then obviously these people are posting every day, appearing to be more successful than what they really are, or trying to appear that their business is something that it's not. The loudest person on social media can appear to be the richest and like they just got it all figured out. But it's funny because a lot of people that are actually doing well in life don't even have social media or have time to post. Obviously, not everyone, but a lot of successful business owners, if they already have their clientele, they're not really taking it to social media, at least not on like TikTok, especially not all day. A large following does not automatically tell if someone has experience or if their company is good to invest in. As I just said, some people have no following and their business could be the best because they're just out there actually living it and they don't even have time to do all the social media unless they have like a marketing team or something. But usually these people are coming online as themselves and selling the product as themselves, and they're coming on like in fancy clothes or nice cars or whatever, and this is how they're dragging people in. I'm specifically talking about people that are operating their business like that. Bunch of views and numbers doesn't mean that it's credible. Obviously, you can buy views now on social media, so you don't even know if the views are real. And if every single one of their videos is trying to sell you something, that should be a red flag. Like, where is the life outside of selling me something in every single video? So, you need to critically think when you come across these business models, especially on social media. I'm not saying to think negative in every single situation, but just try to figure out like what exactly is going on, what is their business model, and what is their marketing strategy. Take more time before making these financial decisions. As I always say, if it's rushed, it's a scam. You should not be rushed into any financial decision. People that are rushing you are trying to purposely not give you time to think so you can be influenced faster and just put the money down. No, never do this. If someone's rushing you, it's not going to be good. If they're trying to make everything seem simple, easy, and guaranteed, just don't fall for it. There's still hope outside of this person trying to sell you something. You can make your life however you want it, but you have to do it. They can't do it for you. Even though a lot of times, especially online, they are selling that they can help you do it. I don't know about you, but every good thing I've done in my life, I've done personally. Someone can gift you something, but these people aren't gifting you something. They're making you pay them to better your life. Doesn't make that much sense. If you want to actually build a business, this is going to take a lot of time, a lot of skill, showing up and doing your research. If you want a good business, it has to be built on something strong. People who have genuinely built successful businesses have other things to offer besides just the lifestyle that they're trying to sell you. You're going to be able to tell who is legit and who's not if you just pay attention. Usually, they tell you about their experience, they have knowledge. Just by having a conversation, you can tell how intelligent or how much experience this person has. They usually explain or go into detail about what they do more than these people online that are trying to sell you these scammy courses or blueprints or whatever. They make it super short and simple online. Someone that has a legit business can go into whatever detail about how they got there, their marketing strategies, what they sell, and how they became so successful. Usually, if you worked really hard at something, you like to talk about it and you like to tell others. Um, And you can sell that information for free because you don't have to be worried about someone that's gonna just copy you, um, and do what you did because you put years of hard work into it, and you know someone can't just show up one day and, like, copy your entire business model, so you don't need to sell it behind a blueprint. A lot of business owners, sometimes you can tell that they have a good lifestyle and sometimes you can't. It's not all based on how they look. So please do not fall for this. Obviously, the internet has benefits, especially for business owners. It's a good tool to use for marketing, but it has also created a very, very easy space for scammers to draw in an audience. A lot of times they're just drawing people in and taking their money, even though they didn't put any hard work, or they're not even selling a legit product, or maybe it's a recycled product or recycled course. But this works because the success draws people into the opportunity. And that's what we're all looking for, right? People want to believe they can create a better future for themselves. They want to believe that there's a better path, and there is. There is. But when you're making decisions about your money, your time, and your future, you have to look beyond what people are saying on social media. Just think the more time you spend investing and what someone else built thinking it's going to help you, the less time you have actually building something of your own and that can get you where you want to be. Pay attention to what these people are doing online. Pay attention to their business models. Pay attention to how they're making you feel when they are trying to draw you in and then have something to sell behind it. A lot of these people are being vague online. You just see the house, the car, but they don't really say any other detail besides, I'm 30 and I'm a millionaire. You hear a lot of those stories online because that success is what you're buying into. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. If you feel like you've been a victim of a scam or you might be in a opportunity that could possibly be a scam, you can book a consultation with me at forensic.com. And if you want additional business tools or message me directly, you can subscribe to my Patreon. The links are all down below in the description. I will not make you a millionaire, but I could possibly save you some money. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.